Castlevania Rondo of Blood was released in 1993 for the PC Engine Super CD in Japan. The PC Engine was the Japanese equivalent to what we call the TurboGrafx 16. The Japanese name is Akamojo Dracula X Chino Rondo, which translates to Demon Castle Dracula X Rondo of Blood. This game never received an official US port. However, an altered version of the game was released on the Super Nintendo as Castlevania Dracula X, and a remastered version was released for the PlayStation Portable under the name Castlevania Dracula X Chronicles. An English version of Rondo of Blood is unlockable within Dracula X Chronicles. The game in its original form was released on the Nintendo Wii Virtual Console, and this is what we'll be taking a look at here. This being a Japanese game, the text in the title screens and subtitles are all in Japanese. However, the dialogue and cutscenes are all in German, which actually sets an interesting tone. Even if you don't understand either language, the story is pretty straightforward. Girls are being sacrificed, Dracula's been resurrected, and Richter Belmont is pissed. Ich verstehe nicht sehr gut Deutsch. Meine Geschmacksdeutsch ist scheiß. Scheiß. This game was among the last of the so-called Vintagevania games, where different stages are traversed in a linear fashion. It introduced the familiar modern Castlevania naming convention and a lot of the familiar art design which was often reused in future Castlevania games. While it is linear, the game also has a number of branching paths which keep things interesting. Not that this game needs much help being interesting. The game has an amazing look, feel, and the music has some of my absolute favorite arrangements of Castlevania themes. Sadly, in order to avoid copyright flagging, I'm using a piece by Bach instead. One thing I do have to say though is the difficulty on this one is through the roof. I can't make it past the second stage. I never said I was good at games. This game was followed up in 1997 by Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Castlevania Symphony of the Night is arguably considered the best Castlevania in the series. However, Rondo of Blood is not to be overlooked. Storyline-wise, it does hold some importance because it does introduce Richter and the art stylings that continue on in many of the other Castlevania Metroidvania-style games. I've never played the PSP remastered version, nor have I ever played Dracula X on the Super Nintendo, so I can't really vouch for the quality of those games. Dracula X is growing rather uncommon among Super Nintendo games, and is fetching a pretty hefty price tag. However, if you do have the means to do so, I definitely recommend you check out the original game. I hope you've enjoyed this review, and I'll see you next time. Take care.